Guys, also wanted to offer a bit more on a story that was reported last week. We haven't gotten Jim's take on it as well, of course, involving a company he knows so well, and that's these reports of Salesforce being close to potentially buying Slack. I have a couple of things to add here for people based on, obviously on some recent reporting. Again, it was the Journal broke it last week. We didn't really get a sense on price, and I can give you a little more clarity there. First of all, perhaps even surprisingly, going to be a premium above the current stock price. Now, how much? Well, that's where it gets a little more difficult to say. But let's say not to a $30 billion value for Slack, but perhaps not that far from it. So it does appear that this is going to have been a very significant premium above, of course, the unaffected stock price, as we like to call it. The composition of the deal, roughly, I'm told, half cash, half stock. It may be weighted a bit more towards the cash side, but I don't know specifically exactly where it falls out percentage-wise. So let's just say roughly. And, Jim, we're going to get a deal announcement after the close tomorrow, it would appear. Again, this is according to a number of sources familiar with the situation. So it does appear Salesforce is poised to buy Slack in a very high premium deal, way through the comp multiples, it would seem at this point, Jim. And I'm told, by the way, as well, that Slack did not talk to any other potential buyers. They have engaged fully with Mr. Benioff. You seem a little, you seem upset.
Well, look, I didn't want to hear that kind of price, in part because my child trusts owns Salesforce, in part because I think that this is one that's not as easily integrated. I know that Mark believes point blank that Microsoft no longer, let's say, and it's an axis versus the allies, which are Mark, and just use that as a term briefly. You just kind of funny, maybe not funny. Here's the problem with Slack.
Yeah, tell me.
It has been, without a doubt, hurt by the bundling that Microsoft has done. I think that you agree with me that the antitrust case is strong, and this is a fantastic opportunity for Salesforce to break up what I think is just one of these bundlings that I talked to Stuart Butterfield about this. I think that Stuart's right.
Yeah, but they're going to take it straight to Microsoft here, being clearly going to war with Microsoft, a company that was not that far from buying Salesforce a number of years ago. I mean, they were getting really close. I remember my reporting at the time. Didn't obviously happen, and a good thing for shareholders, it would seem, given all the value that's been created since.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.